right? So that was the basic difference. Motion in 1D, whatever we learned, there only one coordinate was changing, right? One coordinate was changing when the object was involved in one dimensional motion. We can see if the object moved along x-axis, only the position changed. So we can observe only 5 to 7, this is the change. Here, if the object is moving along y-axis, in this case also there is only one change in coordinate. These are all one dimensional motion. But in two dimensional motion, here it can be observed that both the coordinates are changing. That's the basic difference. Now, we are not going to explore anything new in motion in two dimension. Just the thing is that whatever we learnt in motion in one dimension, we will apply them to explore motion in two dimension. So here, let us suppose, for example, object moved from point 23 to 59. So what is the change along x? It moved from 2 to 5. If we observe the change along y, it moved from 3 to 9. So in short, we can say there are two one-dimensional motion. This is one-dimensional motion and this is also one-dimensional motion. In short, we can say two-dimensional motion or 2D motion involves two one-dimensional motions, one along x-axis and the another along y-axis. So here, if we observe the triangle, let us suppose object moved from point A to final point B. Now, this is the direct connection that I have joined. If we see the movement along x, this point is 2, 5, 3, right? I have taken just this point below this. So in order to move from A to B, if we want to visualize it such that it moves from or along x-axis and y-axis, we can say object has moved from A to C and C to B, right? Both are same, both give same displacement. So it's better to analyze this way using the second path because this is involving the concept of one-dimensional motion along x and y, and this simplifies the situation. So for example, object moved from point A to point B. Can anyone tell me the displacement here? What is the displacement vector? We have learned all these things in vectors. यहाँ पे displacement vector क्या होगा? When the object moves from A to B. Displacement vector will be 3i cap and then 6j cap, right? We have seen the way to find out displacement. What was the way? Just take the final position vector and subtract with the initial position vector. So now if you observe 3i cap, what it is showing us that displacement vector is involving 3 units of movement along x, 3 units of movement along x and 6 units of movement along y. That is the only meaning we understand. So here what is observed that this displacement vector is having component of x and component of y. Both these things are present here. Now the simplest way to deal with motion in 2D is that separate all the parameters along x and y. So we can say any problem we will have related to motion in 2 dimension, first thing is we can apply the concept of vectors. If even this complicates the thing, then what we are going to do, we will distribute it into two one-dimensional motion, that is motion in one dimension. So of course, if I just write motion along x, it is one-dimensional motion, right? This is one-dimensional motion, and motion along y. So we will deal with these motions separately. That means, let us suppose if object is having initial velocity accelerations along y and you are asked final velocity along x, you cannot relate them, right? We have to deal with them independently. Right? You have to deal with two one-dimensional motion, motion along x and motion along y separately. Separately means if you have these parameters along y, you cannot find v along x. You using this, you can only find v along y. Only thing is that time in both the cases will be same. Now this was just basic introduction. When we do problems related to 2D motion, then it will make more sense to understand them. So before that, whoever has not written this, quickly write them down. Okay, so whoever has done this, before moving ahead, let us do a simple question here. So let us try to see how to deal with this. Before that, quickly in a minute, anyone who can do, let me know the velocity. Remember, if the question asked is find the velocity, you are required to find the vector form of that. If we will present the numerical result, like here I would have asked find displacement vector. We have 3i plus 6j, right? Question was to find displacement, and whoever gives the result in root of 3 square plus 6 square, that's the only magnitude of displacement, not the complete displacement, because it involves direction along with the magnitude, which can be computed easily. So if vector is asked, we will find out the vectors. So let us do this one. quickly, everyone will try. The idea we have with us, two ideas we have. One, we can deal with them in terms of vectors. Just observe velocity and acceleration of a particle at time t equal to 0 are this. मतलब ये क्या दिया हुआ है? Initial velocity 2i plus 3j, and acceleration vector is given to us, that is 4i plus 2j मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. ये गलत दिया हुआ है. दिस इज मीटर पर सेकेंड स्क्वायर. नाउ यू हैव टू फाइंड वेलोसिटी एट t इक्वल टू 2 seconds. तो पहले वेलोसिटी लेट अस फाइंड आउट एट एनी टाइम t. सो वी नो v इज इक्वल टू, अभी तक क्या यूज करते आ रहे हैं, v इज इक्वल टू u प्लस at. ये वन डायमेंशनल मोशन में. सो इन टू डायमेंशनल मोशन लेट अस कन्वर्ट देम इन टर्म्स ऑफ वेक्टर. तो ये हो जाएगा हमारा इक्वेशन. सो दिस विल गिव अस 2i cap प्लस 3j cap प्लस a इंटू टी. क्या हो जाएगा, 4t i cap प्लस 2t j cap. From here velocity vector is, let us combine the coefficients of I together, 2 plus 4t I cap plus 3 plus 2t j cap. So everyone understood this, and the question was to find out velocity at t equal to 2. तो अब जब velocity vector ये जो expression मिल गया है, then here we will put t as 2 seconds. तो put करने पे क्या मिलेगा हमें, velocity vector is equal to 2 plus 4 into 2, that is 8 I cap, plus 3 plus 2 into 2, that is 4 j cap. So we get the velocity vector as 10 I cap plus 7 j cap. ये हो गया हमारा velocity at t equal to 2 seconds. Right? Now, if you have velocity vector, how to find out the displacement? Now that's very simple. जब velocity है हमारे पास, we can integrate this, because we can write velocity vector as ds by dt. Should I write like this? No, I should use the vector. Right? Wherever vector is there, earlier what we were having, v is equal to ds by dt. वन डायमेंशनल मोशन में कॉन्सेप्ट ऑफ वेक्टर वाज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड. अब ये टू डायमेंशनल मोशन है, दैट मींस दिस शुड बी वेक्टर. सो वेलोसिटी वेक्टर इज डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर, राइट? सो हियर instead of v we can write ds vector by dt is equal to 10 I cap plus 7 j cap. So from here we want to find displacement vector, so time dt को उधर ले जाएंगे. So 10 I cap plus 7 j cap into dt. So this is equal to 10 times dt I cap plus 7 times dt j cap, right? This time is dt is the small time. Now we will integrate. तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट 0 से लेके s तक जा रहा है, राइट? टाइम कहां से कहां तक जा रहा है, 0 से लेके 2 तक जा रहा है, बिकॉज यू हैव टू फाइंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट एट टाइम 2. ये भी 0 से लेके 2 तक. सो व्हाट वी गेट हियर, displacement vector is 10 times t, because 10 will come out, we will have integration dt, that is t, and the limit 0 to 2, और यहाँ पर I cap था, and then again 7 times 2, 0 to 2, this is j cap, and we integrate it, we get displacement vector as, ये क्या हो जाएगा, 2 minus 0, that is 2, so 20 I cap plus 14 j cap. Right, this is clear to all how to find velocity and displacement. Let us check this once again. Velocity vector में ds by dt लगाया, we get 10 I 7 j, and here we integrate, we get we don't have to find magnitude. Question asked is find velocity and displacement. तो यहाँ magnitude नहीं आया. Okay, so this answer what we have got, that is when I considered that at time 0 the displacement is 0, right? This thing we have considered that at t equal to 0, assuming the particle was at 0 meter. Now this might not always be true, right? This might not be always true because we have considered this. So let us do one thing. If all have understood this one, that is good. But let us go with the data in the question. We have found velocity vector. Now let me separate this for motion in 1D and motion in 2D. That means another one dimension. That means this is along y and this is along x. So what all parameters we have along x? X में क्या क्या दिए हुए हैं? Just observe. You have initial velocity as 2i plus 3j. That means this 2 is along x, this 3 is along y. ये acceleration जो है, this is along x and this is along y. So let us write that. In one dimensional motion, x के along initial velocity क्या है? 2. Acceleration क्या है along x? 4. And initial velocity along y क्या है? 3. And acceleration is 2. Final velocity along x, we have found final velocity, right? Along x it is 10 and along y it is 7. Right? These things we have with us. Now we have to find out the displacement. So we can use 2as is equal to v square minus u square. तो इससे जो s मिलेगा वो displacement होगा along x. So let us find it first. So v squared 10 squared minus 2 squared equals to 2 into 4 8s. So here s will be 100 minus 4 96 by 8 12. और यहाँ पर we will use same equation. तो यहाँ पर क्या मिलेगा? 4s is equal to 49 minus 9. So s will be 10. So this will be along. I have applied j cap and I cap to represent the displacement along x and y. So this is the exact result which is true. तो यहाँ से displacement what we can write? 12 I cap and then plus 10 j cap. Is this understood? Why this will be true and why this will not be right? Because here we considered at t equal to 0 displacement is 0. Observe the limit, right? And this may not be true. But the result that we are going to get using this, that will be always valid. Now, if the question would have given that assume the position of the particle to be 0 at t equal to 0, तब हम ये लगा सकते थे, तब इससे और इससे सेम रिजल्ट मिलता. Okay, is this understood? Now even you could have found velocity also. जरूरी नहीं हम velocity इसी अप्रोच से निकालें. ये देखो यहाँ पे u है, a है, अब हमें velocity ढूंढना था. आफ्टर हाउ मच टाइम? आफ्टर t इक्वल टू 2 सेकेंड्स. तो टाइम जो होगा टाइम सेम होगा, राइट? All other parameters will change, but time जो होगा, that's a scalar thing, it will remain same along both the axes. So हमारे पास a है, u है और t है, तो v निकाल सकते हैं. Just use u plus at, you will get 10. u क्या लेना है 2, a क्या लेना है 4, t क्या लेना है 2, you will get 10. यहाँ पर भी ऐसे ही करके मिलता हमें v is equal to 7. And once we have got 10 and 7, we could have combined and we would have said velocity vector is 10 I cap, क्योंकि ये जो 10 है that is along x, plus 7 j cap because this is along y. So this is just the change that we need to understand in two-dimensional motion. If this is understood, one can say that 50% of two-dimensional motion is done apart from the problems. Let us do few more questions related to what we learned. ये सभी को समझ में आया? You want to note down? You can write it down. Although the concept is very simple. Okay, let us do one more similar question. Now you all will do this. Let us do this one. Whoever will be done, they will mark it here in the poll. Quickly, all will try. Only 18% of you have done. Yes, Abhilash, how we will do this? What you got? Okay, okay, do this. जो नहीं किए हैं, they will see this. Let us see what all things are given. Position of a particle is given by this, where t is in seconds and the coefficients have proper units. Proper मतलब SI units है. For r to be in meters. Find, this is first question, find velocity as a function of t and acceleration as a function of t. This just means that you have to find velocity vector and acceleration vector of the particle. And number two, we have to find out the magnitude of velocity vector at t equal to 1 seconds. So we have position of particle, that is 3t I cap plus 2t square j cap plus 5 k cap. If we want to find velocity, velocity can be written as dr by dt. So just put instead of r, so d by dt of 3t I cap plus 2t squared j cap plus 5 k cap. This can be written as d by dt of 3t I cap plus d by dt of 2t squared j cap plus d by dt of 5 k cap, right? So out of this, how we will differentiate? ये I cap का differentiation करने के लिए ये out आ जाएगा because this is constant, it's a unit vector, everything is known. So I cap will come outside and d by dt of 3t will be 3. So 3 I cap plus यहाँ से 2 और j cap बाहर आएगा. So t square differentiation is 2t. So answer will be 4t j cap plus यहाँ पे 5 k cap. They are constant and their differentiation is 0. So 0 k cap. It doesn't mean anything to write about 0 k cap. ये रहा velocity vector. So what does this suggest? That velocity vector is a function of time. This is our answer. Acceleration vector we can find, that is dv by dt. So that is d by dt of 3 I cap plus d by dt of 4t j cap. This differentiation will be 0 because they are constant. 4t, 4 and j cap will come outside and differentiation of t is 1. So it will be 4 j cap. So this is our acceleration, that is 4 j cap. Right? This is what we need to find, velocity vector or acceleration vector. Number 2, magnitude of velocity at t equal to 1. तो पहले निकाल लेते हैं. Velocity vector जो है that is 3 I cap plus 4t j cap. So at t equal to 1 second, velocity क्या हो जाएगा? Just put t as 1 in the expression of velocity. So 3I plus 4 j cap, right? If you put t as 1, it will be 4 j cap. So you have to find the magnitude. So magnitude कैसे निकालते हैं हम? Root of 3 squared plus 4 squared. That is 5 meter per second is the answer for the second one. Is this clear? How easily we found out the results? Okay. So here, let us analyze one thing apart from the question. What we have got, that velocity vector is 3I plus 4j, right? Now, what does this mean? It means object is having velocity 3 meter per second along x direction and 4 meter per second along y direction. That just means the total velocity is 5 meter per second at an angle theta, which can be given by tan inverse 3 by 4, right? So if we find the magnitude, this is the velocity vector, or if I also say velocity is 5 meter per second along or at an angle 53 degree with respect to x-axis. So this is also right. So let us take the question and do it in different way. So only for now we will be doing one time in different way. Apart from this, we will be doing the questions as we find the method to be feasible. Position of a particle is given by this. That means there are 3 components, right? This is a kind of 3-dimensional motion. तभी यहाँ पर k cap भी आ रहा है. So we will separate it. एक तो हो जाएगा motion along x, दूसरा होगा मोशन अलोंग y, और तीसरा होगा मोशन अलोंग z, राइट। ये तीनों डायरेक्शन में मोशन हो रहे हैं, तभी तो पार्टिकल का पोजीशन तीनों कोऑर्डिनेट पे डिपेंडेंट है। सो व्हाट इज द पोजीशन अलोंग x? लेट अस राइट डाउन। पोजीशन क्या है? 3t। अलोंग y, देखो 3t आई कैप में क्यों नहीं लिख रहा हूं? बिकॉज वी ऑलरेडी नो आई कैप इज रिप्रेजेंटिंग अलोंग x एंड वी आर राइटिंग एवरीथिंग फॉर x. So s will be 3t. Here the displacement will be 2t square. Here the displacement will be 5. What we have to find? We have to find velocity. तो velocity कैसे निकालते हैं? Differentiate displacement ds by dt. तो ये 3 आ गया, यहाँ पे velocity क्या आ गया? 4t आ गया डिफरेंशिएट करके, यहाँ पे velocity इसको डिफरेंशिएट करके 0 आ गया। एक्सीलरेशन निकालना है, एक्सीलरेशन के लिए वी हैव टू डू dv by dt। तो इसका डिफरेंशिएट किया 0 आ गया, इसका डिफरेंशिएट किया हमें 4 आ गया, और 0 का डिफरेंशिएशन 0 ही आ गया। एंड दैट्स ऑल वी रिक्वायर। सो वी हैव टू फाइंड वेलोसिटी। तो यहां से हम वेलोसिटी निकाल सकते हैं। क्या होगा वेलोसिटी वेक्टर? 3x डायरेक्शन में, दैट मीन्स 3i कैप, 4t y डायरेक्शन में है, दैट मीन्स प्लस 4t j कैप, एंड नो नीड टू इंक्लूड दिस 0। टॉकिंग अबाउट एक्सीलरेशन वेक्टर, एक्सीलरेशन वेक्टर ये 0 है, ये 4 it is along y, that means 4 j cap. This is also no need to include. And once we get this, we can easily find number 2, that was to find magnitude at t equal to 1. So at t equal to 1, velocity vector क्या होगा? यहाँ पर put कर देंगे, so 3i cap plus 4j cap. So we have to find magnitude. तो magnitude क्या होगा? Root 3 squared plus 4 square. You can see we are getting exact right answer based on whatever method we follow. So in the books or anywhere you will see they will do this kind of mechanism what we have done here, and this is a good way to understand कि हम मोशन x, y और z के along separate कर देते हैं, और फिर after that we are calculating as per the question. So both these approaches, they are clear to all. So let me know everyone understood whatever we did till now. No, it's not necessary कि हमें फर्स्ट वे से करने की कोशिश है। If you do like this, who says it is wrong? This is exactly the right approach we are doing. इसका मतलब ये है ना कि x के अलोंग सेपरेट कर दिए, y के अलोंग सेपरेट कर दिए, z के अलोंग सेपरेट कर दिए। So whatever you find feasible, you can follow up that. But if you observe, this looks to be a standard way to do, है ना? So if we discuss projectile motion, जो हम इस motion in a plane में discuss करने जा रहे हैं, उसको अगर इस तरह से करेंगे ना, that's going to be very complicated. So for that we already use this method. So both these are accepted. Whatever suits you, whatever is easy to follow for you all, you can apply them. But what I do, I go with the questions. Question में जैसे जैसे है, देखो जैसे ये है, ये तो सिंपल क्वेश्चन है, तो इसको हम ऐसे भी कर सकते थे ना, यूजिंग आवर प्रॉपर नॉलेज। इसको हम ऐसे भी कर सकते थे, कहीं पर कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी नहीं है। ओके ग्रेट, एवरीवन अंडरस्टूड। सो लेट अस डू द नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज क्वेश्चंस नाउ। So let us do this question. Everyone should do this. सभी कोई करेंगे इसको. Everyone will do this. Let me know through chat whoever has done. Okay, one answer I can see everyone should do. Quickly, all should do this. Let me know whoever has done. I'll ask randomly. So for this one, I can see most of you have given the answer, but the answers vary. Some of you say it is 3.33. Some of you say it is 12. Let us see which one is actually right. So here a bird is sitting on a tree at a height of this much. So let us say this is the tree and the bird is sitting here at a height of 19.6 meters and is holding a berry in its beak. At a particular instant, the bird drops the berry. At the same instant, a boy runs towards the tree at a uniform speed of 6 to catch the berry. So let's say this is the boy and boy runs. What is the speed with which the boy runs? That is, let us convert it in meter per second. So 6 into 5 by 18. So we get 5 by 3 meter per second. Now how much distance the boy has to run in order to catch the berry? So berry falls from here. So whatever time berry takes to reach to the ground, if the boy also reaches in the same amount of time, so for same time, we learned that in motion in 2 dimension, if we consider motion along x and motion along y or even motion along z, the time will always remain same. It's a scalar quantity which will be same in all the situations. So here, if the berry falls down by this much distance, let us find out the time. So if it falls, its initial velocity is gonna be 0. Acceleration क्या होगा? -10. Let's take 9.8. -9.8 meter per second square. So displacement क्या होगा बेरी का? -19.6. So let us find the time. ये सारे जो quantities हैं, they are all along y. So that's why I am relating them. So what we will get? Motion along y. Displacement दिया हुआ है -19.6. Initial velocity है 0. Acceleration है 9.8 minus, and you have to find time. So let us find it out. Displacement is equal to ut plus half at square. So minus 19.6 is equal to minus 4.9 into t square. So that gives t as 2 seconds. So now if we observe motion along x, because boy's motion is along x-axis, so it is moving at a constant velocity. So acceleration है ही नहीं यहाँ पर. So we can apply distance is equal to speed into time. So distance क्या travel करेगा? 5/3 into time. Time will be 2 seconds. So now from here the distance will be 10/3 meters. Right? So how much distance the boy has to run in order to catch the berry? Understood this one? How much distance? So in this much time, in 2 seconds time, the berry will also fall and the boy will also reach. So boy will be able to catch it. Yes, that's right. If I consider converting it into decimals, so 3.33 meter हो जाएगा हमारा answer. Very simple question. You can see this was. Let us do this one, and this one quickly we will do. So particle starts from origin at t equal to 0 with velocity 5 meter per second and moves in xy plane under the action of a force which produces a constant acceleration of this much. What is the y coordinate of the particle? At the instant its x coordinate is 84, and what is the speed? What is the speed of the particle at this time instant? Quickly, all will do this one. Let us see this one. Particle starts at origin, from origin at t equal to 0 with a velocity 5 I मीटर per second. ये xy plane में हो रहा है. Let us simplify the situation. Motion along x and motion along y. What all things are given? Along x at t equal to 0, that means initial velocity उसका कितना है 5I, that means it is along x only. y के along कोई initial velocity नहीं है, take it as 0. Under the action of force which produces a constant acceleration, acceleration कितना produce कर रहा है 3 along I, that means 3 along x and 2 along y. What is the y coordinate of the particle? So we will find the displacement. At the instant its displacement along x is 84, right? जब x के along इसका coordinate है 84 meters, तो y के along इसका coordinate क्या होगा? So let us relate them. We can relate them using s is equal to ut plus half at square. So let us put the value. 84 equals to ut, that means 5t plus half at square, 3 by 2 t square. Let us solve for t here. So it will be 10t plus 3t square is equal to 168. So here we get 3t square plus 10t minus 168 equal to 0. So t will be, we will apply quadratic formula or whatever form suits you, you can find out. So minus 10 plus minus root. So 4ac. So 12 into 168. (2016) divided by 2a. So this gives us time as minus 10 plus minus root 2116 by 6. 2116 किसका रूट है? Let's see for 46. Yes, so it will be 46. So time will be 46 minus 10, that is 36 by 6, that is 6 seconds. Right? टाइम मिल गया हमारे पास 6 seconds. तो टाइम क्या होगा? सेम होगा. मतलब y में भी टाइम क्या होगा? 6 seconds. Now we can find s. Very simple. ut plus half at square. So ut क्या हो जाएगा? 0 into 6, 0. Half at square, half of a into t square. So displacement क्या आ जाएगा? 36 meters. So what does this suggest? कि जब x कोऑर्डिनेट पे उसका कोऑर्डिनेट है, x के अलोंग उसका कोऑर्डिनेट अगर है 84 मीटर्स, तो y के अलोंग कोऑर्डिनेट क्या होगा? 36 meters. Right? That's the answer for first one. Number 2, it's also simple. What is the speed of the particle at this instant? Speed, that means final velocity. At this instant means is time पे. So we have u, a and t. Here also we have u, a and t. T will be same. So let us find final velocity. V equals u plus at. So if you put here 5 plus a into t, 3 into 6, that is 18. So ये हो गया 23. Let us connect them. We will get v equals u plus at here also along y. So that will be 0 plus 2 into 6, that is 12. So जो velocity मिला, that is 23 along x. So you have to find the speed, but you have got velocities. So velocity vector क्या लिखेंगे हम? 23 I cap plus 12 J cap, right? ये हो गया velocity. But question 2 is what is the speed? तो speed क्या होता है? It is the magnitude of velocity, right? Velocity को magnitude को ही हम speed कहते हैं. So we will get 529 plus 144. Let us add them. What we get? 673. और 673 किसका रूट है? If we see 25 square, it is 625. 26 square, it is 676. So it is almost 25.8 or 9. Is this understood how we did them? वेरी सिंपल, हमने बहुत धीरे धीरे इसको देखा है. Okay, last question from the basics of motion in 2D. This is the last question that we will do. So here the particle moves with a non-uniform acceleration given by 3t square I cap minus 4t cube j cap. At t equal to 0, particle is at rest. That means initial velocity is 0 meter per second. Find its velocity and displacement at t equal to 3. That's very simple. We will find the velocity equals u plus at. So that we exactly same question we did, just the time was 2 seconds in that case. So let's put here. So u is 0, it will be a into t. What is t? 3. So it will be 3a vector. So velocity vector will be, let us find the velocity vector first. Later on we'll substitute for t. So a vector we'll put here, so 3t square I cap plus 3t square I cap minus 4t cube j cap multiplied by t. So this gives velocity vector as 3t cube I cap minus 4t to power 4 j cap. So we have to find velocity at t equal to 3. So put t equal to 3 here, we will get velocity vector as 81 I cap minus 244 j cap. So we got the velocity vector at t equal to 3 seconds. Now how will we find the displacement vector? We will take this and equate it with ds by dt. So remember, this can be done only when it is known that particle is at 0 meter at t equal to 0. Now this is not given. It is just given at t0 particle is at rest. So it is better to use that motion along x and motion along y. So let us put here this one, and assuming that at x equals to 0, t is 0. So here we will get ds by dt as 3t cube I cap minus 4 t to power 4 j cap. So this will give ds as 3t cube I cap dt minus 4t to power 4 j cap dt. So integrating from 0 to 3. So s will be, so this integration 3t cube integration, it will be 3 by 4 t to power 4, and we'll put the limit 0 to 3, and this will be the limit 0 to 3. So that will give us displacement. So we substitute here 3 by 4 into 3 to power 4 minus 4 by 5 into 3 to power 5. So this much meter will be the displacement of the particle. Right? They have asked us displacement only, not the magnitude of displacement. So it's okay to leave it in the form of vectors. Okay, we forgot I and j cap. I and j cap should be there. Right? This I and j cap should be there. So we get displacement vector as 3 to power 5 right? You can condense it and write it down. 3 to power 5 by 4 I cap minus 4 into 3 to power 5 by 5 j cap, and we will write meters. Okay, so these all basic things we did today, and let us continue in the next class. So all should revise whatever we have done. So any question, anyone of you? Yes, in this A, if we are getting which is dependent on T, definitely that is not uniform. All right, everyone. See you all in the next class.
Sir,
Yes, yes.
sir, in the last question, A is not given as uniform. Then how can we use V is equal to U plus 80 in this?
Where we used?
In
Let
or
me
in
please
this
scroll up.
question, last question.
Yes, a particle with a non-uniform acceleration is given by AT is equal to this.
Sir, if we integrate this A, then we'll get T cube I cap and minus T raised to the
Exactly,
power
right,
4.
right. We must have focused here. We didn't see non-uniform. We just assumed it is acceleration. So if it is mentioned A is non-uniform, then definitely we cannot use equation of motion. We have to use dv by dt equal to this thing and integrate and find v, correct? I think that's what you mean to say.
Yes, sir.
Yes, exactly. We have to do that. We have to focus whether acceleration given is uniform or non-uniform. So ये जो हमने steps किया, that was with respect to uniform acceleration. Okay, all right, everyone. See you in the next class.